Yeah, and he like joined up with G-Unit in a weird way, and that was odd. Like you were like, why are they hanging out? That don't even seem like a good fit.
Also why is he in the window shopper video?
Yeah, everything about it was off. But the show is perfect.
Bro, yeah, come on. That's the team we needed.
Yeah. Last good conversations with OJ.
Yeah. Last good conversations with OJ.
His family can't say that, but Mace and Cameron can.
Yikes.
Booty, butt, cheeks, booty, butt, cheeks, booty, 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 butt, cheeks. There it is. Gentiles and little mamas alike, welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Momma Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of Black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove that, yes, basketball was Curtis Blow's favorite sport, but his second favorite sport was those competitions where people slapped the shit out of each other. He was a man who loved sports in all forms. Thank you for your songs, Curtis Blow. Please sing about the slap competitions. I'm Langston Kerman.
And I'm David Gborie, and I love it. I'm with it.
I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you. It feels like it's been a while.
It's been a while. We were working hard on Everybody's in LA, and then I took a quick Jamaican vacation, a little respite.
You went to Jamaica?
I went to Jamaica.
Oh, you had said that. How was it?
It was beautiful. It was very nice. My wife is the most pregnant a person can be and still travel, and so like we couldn't do nothing, and it turns out doing nothing is pretty dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
Just sat by the pool. I ate edibles all day, and she listened to me make up nonsense.
What do you like on an island?
What do you mean?
Like, do you some people get activated on an island. Like, are you chill still? Or are you like island mode?
Nah, I'm pretty chill.
Okay.
I like, with a kid especially, every day starts very early. And you don't really get to like sleep in. I haven't slept in years. And so like just that was like, oh, that's island mode. This is crazy.
Okay.
I'm like,
so you weren't like dance hall, ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring, like you weren't.
More
fire.
We were on like a resort with a bunch of like weird white people. You know what I mean?
Okay, you had like sandals.
Nah, it was called Half Moon. We're not tacky, but we
come on, sandals is all right.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's very probably luxurious, but it isn't something you brag to your friends about. You know what I mean?
Well, as someone who looks like he works at a Sandals Jamaica, I think that I think it sounds great. Couldn't you see me like greeting you?
I could. One of my favorite parts of being in Jamaica was like they greet you with like these exaggerated versions of what a Jamaican accent is, where they, yeah man, welcome to Half Moon Jamaica. Like they do all that shit.
I don't want that.
They give you the full shebang because they want you to feel like you paid for the experience, but then every once in a while, you'll catch like two employees on the resort just like talking to each other in patois, and it's so different and also so unintelligible for my dumbass American ears. Like I can't make sense of nothing they saying. It's like, you don't even talk like you be pretending to talk. Okay, I see the game
not
here.
at all. They also don't like you.
No, I hate our guts for sure.
I wouldn't like you. I wouldn't like me if I was in that situation.
Yeah, no, I think the one saving grace was we went during a slow part of the season. And we were, naturally Black people just ain't the people that be at resorts as customers as often as it should be, or we wish it was. And so I think they were nicer to us because it was like, oh, the Black couple, she's pregnant. the season is slow, so we'll give y'all a few free drinks and,
Did you see any old black couples that you bonded with when you were at this situation?
Not this time around, but it does happen.
That happened to us on the cruise. It was like these old people from Philly, and they were just happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Yeah.
They went out of their way to say they weren't married a lot of times.
They hoping y'all want to switch it up. Yeah.
She was like, we ain't married. And I was like, nobody has.
I'm not committed to him. If you're trying to change your mind, young man in the hat.
I'm just at my buffet for the 4th time today. I'm not trying to fuck your wife. Girlfriend. Anyways.
We got an email from a person who I believe is a repeat offender. Let's call him that. A repeat offender named Johnny. Johnny sent us an email. And I do not, let's start this email conversation by saying I do not like the way that Johnny greeted us. I don't like it one bit.
That's fair.
Right from the start, Johnny says, "Afternoon, Kerman the Frog," which don't care for that. That's a joke that I heard throughout my childhood and didn't make me laugh then, and it's certainly not going to make me laugh now.
It's not very good.
No, it's
just like as far as jokes go, that's not good.
It's a weak stretch, and I get it. Like, they're sort of the same, but they're not. And, like, grow the fuck up, Johnny.
Yeah, I got a lot of Davy Crockett. Same shit.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Okay, so you know a character from television.
Yeah, there's another guy named David.
It's not even like Kermit the Frog is, like, trash. You know what I mean? Like, we all liked Kermit.
He was the best one.
He was cool. Besides when we saw his legs on that bike, he was fucking cool.
That was bad. But I will say, there's a lot of people who I've seen their legs and lost respect for.
Okay.
Name you know what I mean? Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, good example. Good answer.
Meek Mill with the French fries?
Meek Mill with the French fries. It's not the only reason I lost respect for Meek Mill.
But that was a big one. My own father. There's a lot of people who don't have outside legs.
That's fair. And Kermit's just a king on that list.
Yeah, it's fine.
And Davy Crockett was fucking cool too. There was nothing wrong with Davy Crockett.
One girl in junior high school said David boring, and that got me.
That's good.
It was very good.
That's really good.
It was really good.
That honestly explains a lot of choices you've made.
In like the post
where you're like, I don't know if I'm going to make a healthy choice, but I'm sure it won't be boring. I'm sure.
I don't even think I was boring at the time. I thought I was a pretty dynamic little kid running around, but that got me.
Her.
But anyways, so not a great way to start.
Anyway, afternoon, Kerman the Frog and David the Dog Kicker. But I guess it's an homage to our conversations about how much you resent animals. But again,
listen, I want you guys to know, I just got a check in the mail for a bunch of money that I got gambling on animals. Now, does that sound like something somebody who hates animals would do?
Yeah. A little bit, but
Also, shout out to Sierra Leone. That horse took second in the Kentucky Derby.
I'm glad you clarified what the gambling was, because it very well could have been chicken fights, and that's a very different vibe.
Said they can send that digitally. That's just, you just get that up off the app.
Yeah, they send that with Ethereum. That's
Yeah. I got all my money tied up in Ripple chicken fights.
That's when they get the chickens real drunk on Ripple, and then
it's not what you think.
Let them rip each other to shreds.
Would you go to a cockfight?
No, there's nothing in me that would enjoy that.
Okay.
I really like animals a lot, and
right.
I don't think I could bring myself to detach enough to enjoy it.
Just know, shoes on the other foot, they'd go to a U fight.
You know, I never thought about it like that, and I think if chickens ever learn to think about it like that, I'll definitely ask them. But for now, I'll choose to be the bigger man and not watch.
What about taking an? I'm not gonna sit here and cape for cockfighting. We have an email to read.
Sure.
Also, I've never been to a cockfight. I need that known. I have never been to a cockfight.
I honestly think if they weren't fighting to the death, I could make more peace with it. But
Right.
it's the fact that they don't get to keep living that makes me sad.
Here's a question. Would you rather go to a cockfight to the death or a man fight to the death?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know.
Damn.
Because if you really think about it, you probably hate people more than chickens.
That's true. I do hate people more than I hate chickens, but I think seeing a chicken kill another chicken seems like it wouldn't haunt my dreams as much. So I'm going to go
fair.
chicken fight.
That's fair.
But man, I don't know. What about you? Where are you going?
Depends on the chickens, depends on the dudes.
You find out one of them chickens was the real asshole. You're like, yeah, let him fight to the death.
Oh, one of those dudes was what if it's like two bad guys?
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Before we get to
we can talk about.
I know
cockfights all day.
we said we weren't going to get to or have a real conversation about this, but I do feel like we owe it to at least be acknowledged that since we're talking about bad guys, that a very horrific video has now surfaced of famed silly man Puff Daddy just doing awful, objectively domestic violent shit to his then girlfriend Cassie. And while we have no conspiracies about it and find no humor in it, we do want to acknowledge it for y'all so that y'all don't come to us being like, why y'all ain't talked about the Diddy? Because it's not that funny, bro.
It's not funny at all. That video sucks.
That video sucks real bad, and he's a really bad person. And there's not a lot of like subjectivity to pull from that, and certainly not a lot of silly. So like, do with that what you will. If y'all want to make your own sort of like podcast about it, you're welcome to. But that ain't really that fun for us. So we're just gonna
don't make your own podcast about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not as much encouraging you as more buying out of it.
Now, had he done that to Mace, we could have talked.
That'd have been pretty funny. That would have been pretty funny.
It would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
Just dragging a pastor down the hallway in his fucking towel. That's pretty funny.
He's not pastoring no more, though.
Yeah, I think once you're a pastor, you're always a pastor.
I heavily disagree.
You think you can unpastor yourself?
I don't think you can get back up in it. I don't think you can be like, I mean, you can be like, I'm out, and then be like, gotcha. No, I don't think that.
You're bugging. You're telling me that if Mace today, in keeping the podcast, I want him to keep his television show with Cameron.
Right, of course.
Nothing changes in his life. You're telling me that if Mace today was like, I'm reopening my church, people wouldn't show up to attend?
I think he could reopen a Hardee's and people would show up to attend. He's a famous man.
Yeah.
I don't think that. No, for me, I would not. I'd be like, this guy, especially to be a rapper. If he was just like a construction worker or something, you can't be like, I'm a rapper, I'm a pastor. Now I'm a rapper again. Feels like you just want to get some more pussy.
Well, I think where you and I are maybe disagreeing is, I think you're suggesting there's a sanctimoniousness to any of the choices of people who become pastors. And I don't necessarily know that that's true for most people.
I think there are pastors that come from a good place.
I think there are some. I'm just saying that like there are plenty who aren't. I don't think Joel Osteen is coming from a good place.
No, that's
and he's never not going to be a pastor. So like, why can't my man Mace?
But if he fell from if he left and came, who's come back?
Gborie, he left people outside in a hurricane.
No. But I'm saying, he also never left the fold of pastorship. Like if Joel Osteen
that's not
was
leaving,
right? But I'm saying, like formally,
you saying he's never like formally
denounced it, like given up. Because who are we talking about? Who's that guy? Like St. Augustine? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into that. The point is that Who has left and come back?
I don't think many people have. I think
That's
to your
what I'm
point,
saying.
that's an uncommon decision to leave the fold
And then come back.
Objectively,
after as long as it's been.
Yes, I fully agree.
He came out
with
and
you.
dropped a song.
Yeah, he dropped a few and was surprised that the reception wasn't as warm as he would have liked, and then he just kind of chilled.
I didn't hate Welcome Back.
I don't think anybody hated it, but you didn't want more.
No, I was too old. It was already 50 Cent was already happening at that time, you know?
All right. Well, we got an email from Johnny. Johnny sent us this weird greeting and then said, "Been a sec, but I thought I'd try something. Hope I can get away with this because I got a few of them. Quid pro ho, which is not the way that the game works. It's quid pro quo ho. What is it?
It's quid pro quo ho.
There we go. Yeah, it's that one. Stupid.
QPPPH. I don't know. Olivia has a folder with
quid pro quo ho. It's
quid,
that's the correct way to say it. And Johnny, you're a fucking idiot, is what you are.
QPQH.
Yeah, but Johnny said quid pro ho. Patrice O'Neal and Bernie Mac both never died and stayed famous and successful to this day, but everything, and I mean everything, in the Cat Williams interview is proven true.
Fuck. Everything?
Everything.
I mean, I want Earthquake to be able to read.
I like that that's where you're drawing the line. You're willing to let two comedic geniuses stay dead at the possibility that Earthquake is maybe not literate. You're a good guy.
Listen, also, they're already dead. That's the world I came up in. We're comedians. We've all come up in. Well, I don't think that I want to choose my words wisely because I don't think that Bernie Mac was the influence that Patrice was to maybe our people as a stand-up comic. You know what I mean?
Stand-up specifically, yes.
Stand-up specifically, I mean, I watch Patrice's first special all the time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Trash Can Rapist or whatever with that bit. But I'm so used to it. Whereas like the world that Cat painted is, I don't know if that's one that I want to live in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's interesting. I actually feel pretty opposite. I think especially for himself, that's when Cat was really lying. I think a lot of the other things he was saying was more exaggerations of a truth that does kind of exist. Like,
that's
I think
fair.
that his beef with a lot of people is sort of rooted in a type of truth. I think that, like, you know, I don't know that it's true that Earthquake can't read. I think Earthquake can read, but I don't think that Earthquake probably reads the best. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a bunch of shit where he just
he doesn't read 8 books a day.
No, he certainly hasn't hit 3,000 by the time he was 13. And so, like,
never quoting any of those books, by the way.
No,
not just that you read them. He was never like, you know, when I was reading the Iliad or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it never comes up. Because if I read 3,000 books, I've read 150 books probably in my adult lifetime, and I can't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, no, you bring up those books a lot.
Oh, it is the same 10, really? The other 90 or whatever. I said 150. So the other 140 are bad books.
Hey, don't pressure yourself to do hard math in front of us. I'm
trying to do cat math. And I run a 4.6.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him running an insane speed. I'm not mad at him.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. Dude, that if a 55-year-old man can run combine numbers, that's fucking funny.
A man that you've never known to be physical at all ever?
That's so funny. If Cat Williams is secretly the fastest man alive, that's so funny.
Also, the guy who filmed him Why'd you make him run with his shirt off in pants? Feels like a continuation of the bit.
I don't think he was made to do anything. I think it was 2 a.m. and he was like, "I'll prove to you.
I'm so fast."
I think niggas were like, "Cat, why did you say that?" And he was like, "Bitch, I'll prove it. Find me a gym." And they did. And they were like, "Cat, do you need clothes?" He was like, "No, motherfucker, I'm good." Took his shirt off. Took his second and third shirt off. Took that big old clunky ornamental chain off and ran fast as goddamn lightning. And not for nothing, they did it again at the actual like combine place, and he was fucking fast.
What did he run at the combine?
Like a 4.7 or a 4.9 or
way.
some shit.
What?
It might have been like a 5, but either way, it's like
5's
too fast.
not. You could run a 5 right now.
But I'm saying for a 55-year-old like person who like has a distended belly,
does he have a
he looks odd. He just looks fucking crazy.
He looks like he has a Tracy Morgan shape.
Yeah,
and I say that as someone from bad build. I'm not body shaming, but it looks like he's got he does look like he would have a weird belly, like an ET.
Yeah,
situation.
He just looks crazy. So no, I think that'd be pretty exciting, and I would love to have Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac was so fucking funny and so just amazing in literally every like comedic acting role that they put him in. That it's hard to not miss that dude. And Patrice for me is and this is something I've maybe talked about previously. Patrice for me is like a greatest of all time figure. Like I struggle to think of a person who I think is funnier than him. My fear with Patrice was that I don't know that he was going to navigate the current climate very well, and that it was gonna be a rough dismount for Patrice if he would have kept going.
He would have started smoking cigarettes on stage talking about trans people.
Yeah, I don't know that it would have stayed fun and enlightened in the way that it lived at the time that he lived. But that's not for me to decide.
You wonder. Yeah, you wonder. I do think that for what so now maybe thinking about the other side of it, I do think that for what we do, we need a Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
Like for this shit to not keep sucking so bad, we need somebody to tell people they stink. Because listen, I don't do it.
Comedy needs a bully, man.
We need a bully. We need a bad guy, and we need one that's actually good. We have them right now, but they're all kind of not good, so nobody respects them.
Yeah, it turned into a weird thing where like a bunch of like shitty podcasters were the bullies, and not for nothing, nobody is scared of y'all or gives a fuck about what you think.
Or thinks you're funny, man.
Patrice was so goddamn funny that it was like, even when he was being the bad guy, it meant something because who was better than him?
Yeah. So I think I will do it.
Yeah, I would take it.
I think I'll do it.
Bring him back. That would be awesome. And Cat wasn't lying. He was just saying wild shit. The next one, all Black children worldwide have fair and equal education, resources, funds, and access. But your children, all present and future, grow to become far-right coons and credit you for that. God damn.
Credit me for that?
Yeah, apparently you specifically.
Who wrote this?
Johnny?
I don't know if I like you saying coon or not.
Somebody named Johnny.
It could go either way.
It could go either way. I don't want to say his
What if it's Johnny Dang?
I don't want to say his last name because that seems
you can't do that.
Unfair, but Johnny wrote this, and I will say based off of the last name, I'm assuming Black, but nothing is for certain.
That is a difficult one. I would have a hard time hating my kids. Like, that would be a very difficult life for me to lead. But, okay, are they going to know I did this for all of them?
I don't think so. I think the implication is that everybody just has equal resources and you are just the daddy to a coon.
I have to do it, but that sucks. I would do it.
You're a better man than me. I wouldn't do that one day, not 1 second. Plenty of people have built lives without formal education. And frankly,
You're an educator.
Frankly, in the future, I'm not sure that education is going to be the resource we think it is. The world is ending. It's burning. Everything is on fire. Who knows if getting a fucking PhD is even going to be a useful resource as we move forward? I'm good. I can't have a
but
kid
to that
running
point,
around
then
calling
does
me-
that not fall in line with the rise of the right and possibly your children are very, very powerful?
Yeah, but I've never wanted power in such a corrupt way. Like, that's never been exciting for me to just like, yeah, me and my family are super powerful, but look at the evil we allowed in the world.
Right.
That's never been.
But don't you want the best for your kid?
Yeah,
What if that's the best?
As long as they're not calling me a coon, I want the best.
Yeah.
If
I
gave you the best and you're running around telling people I'm a coon, no.
Wait, is that
best for you?
No, they're not calling you a coon. They're saying you're the reason that they are far right.
My man,
so they feel like they're righteous.
That sounds to me like the same shit. That don't sound like the same shit to you?
I'm just saying they're supportive of you still.
Yeah, I don't even want that kind of support.
But like a base level high education for everybody is huge. Think about how sorely lacking we are in critical thinking.
Dude,
that would elevate us like above everything.
Dude, imagine if every week that Candace Owens and Terry Crews and all these people who we make fun of.
I don't think that they're the same.
Every week shouting us out.
Shouting us out would be so bad.
It doesn't matter if they're the same. Just imagine every week if between the list of top tier coons that we make fun of on this show, if every week one of them was like, and thank you, Langston and David, for everything y'all do. You inspire me daily. Kill these monkeys.
I think I could take the hit.
Whoa.
If it's just my kids, it's not. Do they say my kids and my grandkids?
It sounds like your kids think that. Your children, all present and future. So yeah, just your children. And I assume your grandkids will go their own direction.
To lose one generation, I would take that. We got generations lost in our family, anyways.
Wow.
Without any positive outcome, I think I could do it. I think I could for the good of the whole. I think I could take. I just wouldn't have as many kids.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Less kids means less people calling me a coon.
I would just have like one dude in my family I don't like that much. I already got that. That'll be fine. I can handle that.
So funny. Okay, every time a white person says the N-word, they're fined 5% of their liquid assets. But you can only say nigga once a year per year for the rest of your life. No.
Where's that money go? To the government? Suck my dick.
That was my fear when I heard this, was that I actually think I could give up the word. I think I'd be okay sacrificing it, but I don't like the idea that this just sort of goes into a collective pot that a government, like
exactly.
They get fined 5% and then it gets funded to give Israel more weapons. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
What
shit.
is this? It's like a state tax? No, I don't. I'm not doing that.
Unless we're talking about this as like a form of reparations, then it's not actually servicing anything worth sacrificing.
Exactly. And I feel like the ones who say it the most have the least money to give us.
That's fair.
So it just doesn't seem like a great deal. I think were the numbers different, though, I would be down for it.
I also think, to that point, one of the things that remains dangerous in conversations about like reparations and wealth distribution and all of this shit is that like a lot of white people in this country are very poor.
That's my thoughts exactly.
Yeah, and I think like there is a dangerous thing in like making them pay for a word and then building that same resentment outward toward the people that they consider to be the target of, all of their bad doings and shit.
Right. And it's also that type of thing where it's like, it's not a solution to a problem. It's a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That what is okay. So now, yeah, like you said, now they're mad that they can't say it. You know what I mean? And they're just going to figure out another one, probably not as good of a one, because I think that they're maxed out creatively. But
all African relics are returned to their home countries permanently, but all problematic hoteps get a show on a legitimate news channel at different points too, so it's spread out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm for that. I'll take that.
I'm 100% fine with that.
Let them prove themselves crazy. I don't give a shit.
Also, we have white hoteps all the time on the news.
And
that's
I need
all
it
Tucker
clear.
Carlson is a white hotep. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm not listening to these guys because they're on CNN. You know what I'm saying? It's not how. Yeah, whatever. There's shit on TV I don't agree with. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, this isn't as scary as I think you wanted it to be.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
Let them talk. They get a show. Quid pro quo ho. Every black person now knows how to swim. The stereotype is defunct, but white guys dominate the NBA for the next 10 years.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of
swimming is not that important.
It's kind of already happening with the NBA in a way that I don't know what to do.
What are you talking about? I'm a Denver Nuggets fan, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
3 MVPs seems a little excessive, but
Langston, don't make me do this.
Seems like,
I mean, look at the numbers.
Maybe Shea
Look at the numbers. That's all I'm saying. Do your own research.
Anthony Edwards, he's playing pretty good. Could have just gave it to him, but that's okay.
I don't even watch basketball.
Yeah, I don't need them in charge for 10 years of nothing.
And I don't think swimming is like it. I get it as a stereotype, but it's just not that important. A lot of people I love dearly can't swim. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know any white people who can't swim though. That is weird.
Do I know any white people who can't swim?
Or not admittedly. I don't know any who are. If I do, they're not like out about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still in the closet about swimming.
It's probably pretty bad to be. It's probably hilarious to be a white guy who can't swim. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I bet when everybody's jumping off that deck boat and you go, you go, I can't. They fucking eat you alive. I bet when the deck boat party happens and you go, I'm scared, they go, you fucking monkey, you fucking, what are you, a dirty?
Come on. Okay, Rick, stay up on the deck and eat your flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah, they fucking go in. What did you invent, jazz?
Yeah.
Fucking...
You're gonna stay up here and do some freestyle raps?
He's got a roll of White Owl. Okay, big man.
Oh, I guess you don't want your locks to get wet.
Don't touch Rick's hair. He gets upset. I bet they eat you alive if you can't swim as a white person.
I bet it's bad. I bet it's a bad scene over there.
Damn. We pray
Hilarious.
for any of our white listeners who can't swim, because that's got to make.
But also email us and tell us how it happened.
That would be nice. I would like any white listeners or people who are in any way connected to white listeners who can't swim to come forward so that we can have a real we want to start a discussion. We really want to get into the nooks and crannies of how it came to be for you.
But also mock you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, let's be clear. Nothing about this is going to be warm or careful in the way that we approach it. We are going to cut you deep, and that just is what it is.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? But come forward. Please send us an email.
I would like to know.
Okay, last one that Johnny sent us, and these have been not bad. These are pretty good, Johnny. I'm not gonna make fun of you completely.
Yeah, you did decent.
He said, quid pro quo, quid pro ho, as he put it. President Obama miraculously gets elected to a third term this November and serves all 4 years, but he never gets a lineup the whole time, and Michelle's edges are never greased down.
Bro, I would still take that, I guess, over what's going to happen. This is a complicated one. Let me think about it. Do you have an answer?
I do. I have a very immediate answer, honestly.
Yeah, what's your immediate?
I don't think he was getting very many lineups while he was in office. I think they worked pretty hard to keep his lineup kind of loose. And you'll see it now. It's a lot crisper. He's like he's getting much better haircuts. And part of that is because I think that a black man with a bad haircut is more palatable to the white eye.
Oh, 100%. I mean, he's no Black Ranger, but yeah, it wasn't great.
No, I think he truly was like being like, hey, don't do the front, just do the sides and shit so that people still want to vote for me in 2 years or whatever it is. And so I think like him not getting a lineup is whatever. And Michelle already did everything Michelle needed to do. It ain't like that. And not this, I don't mean this in a way of disrespect, but it just, for me, is a fact. It's a bullshit job, the first lady. You're not doing anything.
Yes, this is the first time this has come up. I've heard this take. A lot of people have this take.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a real thing. It's just a position of like optics, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems mostly social. I mean, you have your causes that you have to get behind, right? To champion or whatever, but yeah, it seems mostly like a social thing.
Yeah, but like even the shit that she gets behind, like Michelle Obama's big thing was fitness and clean eating and shit. That didn't actually change anything for the way that we live. It was just something she encouraged, and then like policy was loosely sort of directed based off of the things that she was encouraged. But it's not like she can go and lobby for actual like causes and change in our society. And even if she can, it's not because she holds a position as much as
I'd rather
she
people
just
not eat drone strikes for lunch, you know what I mean?
And, you know, we can get into the complications of rooting for Obama over and over again. But
I mean, it's really any major politician at this point at the fall of the
Yeah. I'm not sitting here being in any way nostalgic for the Obama years, or certainly that him as a figure of anything.
I felt it was the last time. It was, I will say, just on a purely social level, it was the safest I ever felt. My behavior got wild because I felt like he had my back.
Whoa.
Bro, I wish I could tell you that that's not the case. That's totally the case.
Yeah.
And that 99 weeks of unemployment, baby, every single one.
Do you feel like your behavior will get wild again because of it? Like Obama comes back, will you wild out again?
No. I was the right age. I mean, how old were we when Obama got elected? It was like 23, 20, right?
2008. I had not yet graduated from college, so I was probably 21, 20.
Yeah, I was 21, 22, and we got a black president. You don't think you were like, I'm about to live forever? That's how I felt. I was like, this is going to be crazy.
Mm.
Like, I think I was not aware of, my life was hectic at the time, so I was not aware of anything outside of my life, really. Mm-hmm. So yeah, during those Obama years, I think I definitely took the social currency of having a black president and moved more recklessly than I would have. Yeah.
Damn.
And I appreciate him for that. Made a lot of moves that needed to be made.
Yeah. He had you out here working that street life. The street lights.
I don't like that.
It's the only life you know. Street life.
That's not what was happening. I was working at Target and selling weed. Like I was industrious.
Well, I, for one, would just find some sweet relief in not having two of the oldest, sort of most just undefendable men.
Excited for that debate, though.
The options. I truly don't believe in Obama any more than any politician. I think they're all bullshit and corrupt and all of the things. But boy, oh boy, would it be nice to just have a person who's better at pretending to be a figurehead.
Yeah, I would not like
again.
to have someone who makes us look like a buffoon to the rest of the world.
Yeah, that would be cool. Now, I will say that I do think a lot of what Trump was a response to how angry the world was at
Obama,
and specifically a black dude being in that position. So I do worry that reintroducing that just creates like a new kind of Trump that we can't even imagine yet. But I'm willing to risk it for another 4 years of just not fucking waking up stressed every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's and ultimately you're giving a small, the give for the get. It's still a come up, right? Oh, he has a loose hairline and her edges. You want Michelle Obama to be baby haired up?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Michelle.
What are you talking about? You want to be a bad bitch?
Malia is smoking cigarettes outside of A24 parties. Let them live. I don't care.
So yeah, I would take that. That one was easy. That was the easiest one you sent, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, you did your best to make us feel challenged and uncertain, but no, we're fine. We answered all of your questions easy, and stop trying to be funny, Johnny. We don't care for that one bit. You greet us like normal, healthy human beings next time.
And it's Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Stupid ass Johnny. God damn. But thanks for sending those. That was really
was fun. That was a fun little
And if you want to send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories, your own quid pro quo hoes, you can send it all to mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Gborie, do you have shit you want to tell them about?
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram, patreon.com/David Gborie. I'm dropping content and information up until I drop my special on there for $10. Come on over. We got almost 1,000 people. We're having a good time. There's discourse. It's a good, get in there. It's free. It's free.
It's free. And it's almost 1,000 people. That's pretty cool.
A lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
You only need 1,000 fans, they say, and then you will never go hungry again.
Is that true?
No, but I've heard you only need 1,000. If you have 1,000 dedicated fans like in the country, you can sustain a career on that.
Okay, well.
You never heard that stat?
Well, I'm 10% of the way there. That's pretty cool.
Bro, I don't sell tickets for shit, though.
If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Langston Kerman on all the social media platforms. I would love to hear from you. And we already talked about where you can send your drops and shit. And buy the merch. Go buy the merch at Merch Table. And then, more importantly, subscribe.
Yeah.
Do all the things to
rate us on iTunes.
Yeah, do all the rating shit that makes this podcast even more popular than it currently is. We would love your help and your assist in all of that. And that's pretty much everything. Bye, bitch. You would come back on the Lisa Rice. You would come, can't forget about money. Martians invented